Paternity, what is it? When does it come into play? And how does it work? My name is Rachel King. I'm a strategic litigator. I do family law, and I do a lot of litigation also in trusts and probate and conservatorships and all of that. But for today, I'm going to explain paternity and how it works. So in California, we're going to, for the purpose of this discussion, we're going to talk about a male-female married couple, though I know that's not always the case. For this explanation, it's going to be what I use. Okay, so in California, if you are married and the child is born during the marriage or even for a certain amount of time after the marriage, that child is presumed to be the child of the marriage. So that means wife, mom, and husband, dad are both the parents of that child. This is actually even the case if there was an affair or something else that caused the child not to be of the marriage. You have to go in and prove it. Otherwise, it's presumed that it's a child of the marriage. So a little off track, how does this play into paternity? Well, paternity is actually the legal course of action where you are establishing that you are mom or you are dad or whatever your parental relationship is to this child where there is no marriage. So we think paternity is all of the cases where there are children outside of marriage. And even if you are in the hospital and you sign a declaration of paternity, when you go in, if you need to go in and get any kind of child support or custody or visitation orders in California, you actually file a petition for paternity, and then the court has to take paternity. So I always get the question when we're there, when we're in court, dads, you guys always sign, you know how it works, but I get a lot of questions from moms saying, why do I have to accept paternity? Why do I have to sign a document saying that this child is mine? It came out of me. I birthed it. Well, that's because parentage is being defined a little bit differently and we want to be equal. So moms, you have to declare paternity. Dads, you have to declare paternity in the court. Even if you did it at the hospital or sometime after, you have to do it again in court. The court will establish you as mom, you as dad, or whatever the case may be. And from there, the court has the jurisdiction to set child support orders, set custody and visitation orders, all of the things. So there's a lot of times, though, where you have a child out of wedlock and you never have to go in and get paternity. That's great, right? If you guys can either stay together or co-parent successfully, I mean, I'm sure the court system is super happy for that. And honestly, don't tell anybody because I don't want to talk myself out of work, but if you can work it out with your significant other or your co-parent, that's how to co-parent, that is going to be probably the best for your family unit. So paternity is what we use not only in the law to get custody, visitation, and support orders for a child that is not of the marriage. It is also a way that the court establishes that you are mom, you are dad, and then judgment gets entered. My name's Rachel King. That's all about paternity. And if you have paternity questions, go ahead and reach out to a local attorney or hit me up. I'm happy to answer your questions.